Mobile Home Mommy.
What's up, everybody? It's Nicole Briscoe, aka the Mobile Home Mommy, and I'm back, y'all, with the content. Please forgive me, it's been a while since I posted, but I'm back on track. Today, I'm answering questions, the most common questions that I get all the time. Let's start with number one. Do I have to have a lot of money to invest in mobile homes? How much money is needed? Do I have to own the land? Well, cameraman, Mr. Keith, take a look around. This is a mobile home park, y'all. I invest inside of mobile home parks. So no, you do not have to own the land. I've been doing it this way since 2020. A few years later, I did get more advanced, so now I do invest on land. But my prime strategy, y'all, is investing inside of the mobile home parks. Therefore, I'm the owner of the mobile home, and I don't have to be concerned about the land. So don't be limited if you don't have land, because you can get it started investing inside of the mobile home parks. Now, when it comes to cost, how much money is needed to invest in mobile homes? It really depends on what strategy you're trying to get into. If you're looking to fix and flip, it depends. I'm on the East Coast, North Carolina to be exact. Typically, when I'm flipping mobile homes, I'm spending about $20,000, but I have some students that are on the West Coast where their purchase price starts at around $40,000 if you're fixing and flipping. Okay, if you're looking to fix and flip, you do need a higher amount, but there are several other strategies where you can get started with little to low money. Question number two: where do I find mobile homes to buy? Parks, auctions, private sellers. Let me tell y'all something. The number one place, my number one strategy that a lot of people may not agree with, y'all, is I still get bandit signs placed out every single week. When I first got started in 2020, my goal was 20 bandit signs a week, but now I pay someone to put the signs out for me, and I do 100 bandit signs a week. So I still stand by bandit signs. Another thing is networking with mobile home parks. Guess what? A secret time. This park investor was not investor friendly when I met him 5 years ago. But I wholesaled him several mobile homes that he's like, hey, Nicole, why don't you just move the homes in my park and you rent them out? Some relationships just take time where they have to grow, okay? The same way you do your man, honey. Follow me, okay? So listen, some relationships take time. I do bandit signs. I do networking with park managers, park owners. Guess what else I also do? If you have more money to spend, Google ads. 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. I run Google ads. I spend $2,000 a month on ads. However, I have some students that run Google ads that only spend about $300 to $500 a month. And here's the beautiful thing of it. Even when I get Google ads that are not in my area, I'll refer them out to my students. So don't feel like just because, oh, I'm getting the ads, I'm getting the calls, but they're not in my area. That's why you need to be in my free Facebook group. So you could partner with people in other areas. And if you get the call and it's 2 hours out and that's too far for you, refer it to somebody else and get you a 10 to 20% referral fee. Okay. So Google ads, bandit signs, networking with parks. I love going to events. Y'all, it is October. We just entered in October. How many churches have fall festivals? The best thing that you can do is go to facebook.com, go to events, and show up wearing your material. I will wear my shirts to fall festivals, church events, carnivals. I'll take my nieces and my nephews with them, and everybody has a shirt on. Why? Because this is how I market. So remember, you're always marketing yourself. Even posting it on my car. He gonna show you the car, y'all. I drive around in a vehicle where I say I buy, rent, sell mobile homes, and I get calls that way. There are so many ways to get started and how to pull leads. You just have to be creative. Next question. Is it better to flip mobile homes or rent them out? It really depends on your strategy, how much money you have, and what is your long-term play. You need something short where you can get a return quickly, or are you okay with having a long-term strategy where you're receiving money monthly? Now, in the beginning for me, I was broke. Jaden broke. I ain't had no money, y'all. So here's what I did. I wholesaled a lot because I knew the wholesale meant that I was just the transaction coordinator, right? Mobile home specialist is what I like to say, between the seller and the buyer. That's what I did in the beginning. I just paid the middleman between the two. Now, and that was to build up capital. Now, my long-term game is I want to own the mobile home so I can rent it out forever and always have an income. Now, a lot of people always say, well, what about people tearing your property up? How do you know you got good tenants? How do they not tear your property up? When we are fixing these houses for a long-term strategy, you have to make sure you're doing your due diligence and hiring the right team and using the right material, okay? We're not Joanne and Chip. We're not a part of the Property Brothers from HGTV, and I love them, but we're making our houses clean, safe, and affordable. Therefore, you're putting standard standard material in there. You're not doing fancy toilets or fancy sinks, but what you are doing is making sure that you're doing mid-grade material when it comes to structural, i.e. your floors, your roofing. If you make sure that house is structurally sound, you won't have a lot of problems. So a continuation on to that question, when dealing with the repairs, remember we make sure it's structurally sound. I'm not worried about the aesthetics, okay? Structurally sound, we'll have a good long-term rental property. Y'all, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I bought a mobile home that was a 1979. A 1979. So don't feel like the mobile home has to be in the 2000s for the 2000s. It can be an older mobile home, y'all. You just make sure you treat her right by putting the right materials inside of the mobile home, okay? Hey y'all, I see you. You've been binge watching all my videos. You like, Lord, this girl ain't posting in over a year. Baby, I'm back. But do you need some more support? How about more one-on-one support? Well, how about this? I have a school community. In the school community, not only do I go live twice in the group to offer assistance where you can come on Zoom, actually unmute and ask questions, I also give you step-by-step guide of how to get things done. All of the recordings or the live